Hey. Hi, guys. Welcome back. All right. So we left things on a bit of a cliffhanger in part one. So if you didn't see part one, you'll want to check that out. This is part two. There's a free link right there in the description box for part one. Thank you guys so much for giving us a thumbs up, for subscribing, especially if you enjoy these two-parters. Sometimes we get three-parters too. It always depends on what the story is, because I don't like to stop till we get the story out. And while we could have left it here, we didn't really get to see what happens next. And this card is so compelling, or at least for me. I absolutely love this card. So it came out sideways at the end of part one. And as if you watched part one, you know exactly where we're at. I'm not going to do a big recap. We're just going to dive on in and keep going. I want to know, like, with his, because he's on his way, right? He is coming to Venus. Venus is calling to him. His love story here is, and she's actually a high priestess, by the way, but he's headed to his high priestess, undoubtedly. And I feel like there's some nearly invisible like line that he is able to follow to get to her. And I just say that because we know that there's travel involved. We can see the cardinal directions here. We've seen him travel. We've seen him as a knight. We see him trying to open up doors as an emperor. You know, he's in this place. He's willing to, you know, step through whatever threshold he has to in order to get to her. And I'm almost wondering now if he had like a prophetic dream or something about where she was, about, I mean, even maybe right down to what color she'll be wearing. Maybe she's going to be wearing like a deep crimson or red or something like that. And blue, I don't know. But there's something here where nothing's going to stop him. So I wanted to take a look first off, right where we left off with that Eight of Cups. Tell me about the Eight of Cups. Eight of Pentacles. To me, I look at this like he is, I know he's jotting things down, but I feel like he's chartering something. He's making notes. I don't know if he's like captain of a ship going to sail that way, or he's checking out a map and he's, you know, making notations and calculating how far it is, what distance it's going to be. This is him figuring out, I mean, maybe gas mileage, maybe time. He's sorting it out. He's making little notes to himself. This is him really putting together his plan, his go plan. And then there's Eight of Wands. Okay, so from the Eight of Cups sideways, which is a card of return, it's like I feel like she wants me to return. The truth is, she's got to want me to return because I want to return to her. This just has to be right somehow. I'm going to look at this. I'm going to plan it. I'm going to make this happen. And I'm just going. This is like, I feel it could be like more than an 8-hour drive. Like, I don't know, maybe it's 32 hours or something. I don't know if it's multiple ways it'll have to travel, airplane and driving or something like this. Or maybe it's just like 8 hours of a journey or something, but it's long. Whatever this is, to get to her is going to take a little bit of time. And he's like, yep, and I'm ready to go. King of Swords. He shifted from part one. He was a Knight of Cups. He was also an Emperor. And now we see him as a full-blown King of Swords. I mean, his mind is set. You can see that look in his eyes. He has got his eyes on the prize. Very determined. Page of Cups in the reverse. Five of Pentacles upright. Everything here says, even if I get to her and she turns me away, it'll be worth it, because at least maybe I get to see her again. It'll be worth it. Even if it ends up she doesn't want me. I don't think he can let himself entertain that thought, because he's so determined. And this is just like, I don't care. I'm going. I have to see her. Okay. What happens when you get there? Because we know that you're on this journey. We know, is the journey actually, does it have any ups or downs or any messages for him on this journey? We have got the Magician sideways. He's probably going to have to think creatively. He'll probably have to, like, if he's really manifesting the heck out of this, he needs to keep manifesting positive thoughts. Like, because with any journey, there can be unforeseen problems, but there can also be things that go just magnificently right. It could be a mixed bag. He could have what seems like a snag, and then instead the snag gets worked out, as long as he stays in a positive mindset. Remember, the outcome is, I no matter what, I'm going to be thrilled because I'm going to get to see her. No matter what, this is where my heart says I got to go. I don't know that she'll want me, but I can't worry about that until I get a chance to see her and then see if she wants me. So as long as he stays in a positive, driven mindset, I think he could have things work out even better. Does that mean that his journey could actually end up shorter than what it's expected to be? Justice and the Queen of Swords sideways. It means if this is his effort to put things right with her. Remember in part one, what we saw is that this was somebody who may have chosen to pursue career and say, I'm not meant for a relationship. I've got too many other things I must pursue in the realm of money, wealth, career, all those things. If this is him starting to set that right because he pushed love away instead of pursued love, then I would say yes. When we start aiming to set things right, that's when, we start to maybe get some of those wins. I'm even wondering if, I don't know if there's going to be a lot of symbols or signs that remind him of her. It sounds crazy, but this pops into my head. I don't know if he's going to have a weird delay for a little bit, but thanks to that delay, I don't know if he's picking up a gift because I'm picturing somebody buying a ring. I know it's crazy, but if he's like, I'm in love with her, I've always been in love with her, why did I pick career instead of a romance? I have to go back and make this right, not even just for her, but for love. I have to. My heart wants her. I'm a king of swords. I wanted her to be my queen of swords. So if I'm going to set this right, I need to think also about her. And I'm almost wondering if during some little snag, a delay, a layover at an airport or something like that, it allows him to walk through a gift shop. It allows him, because I keep picturing somebody buying something. And I think it's like, this is something else I need to do to make this right. I need to show her that if she's willing to be my queen of swords, that's what I'm trying to talk about. That's what I'm trying to show her. I don't know. There's something very glitzy about her as well, very glamorous. I could see him really wanting to make sure that he has something to show her. 5 of Wands. I do. I think it's a ring because that's just what popped into my head. And I keep picturing a ring that he's buying. Not a necessarily like, ooh, so expensive, like, diamond ring, engagement ring. It's something though that would have the same meaning. But I think it's because he knows she's not going to know if he's that serious. So he wants to bring something or get something to show. I didn't just randomly show up on your doorstep because I didn't have anywhere to go. I didn't randomly pop in to kind of like, ooh, I was bored and I thought I'd test the waters with you again. I think he's realizing she's going to wonder what the heck my intentions are unless I can prove it. Unless I can show I'm here for the long haul if you'll have me. I think that's why we have some kind of a gift. Let me double check on that. That's just an image that I have in my head. It doesn't mean I'm right. It's just that's what popped into my head on this, which is like a pretty big thing, if somebody is buying a ring. 4 of Cups, 2 of Wands in the reverse, 9 of Wands in the reverse. It's definitely something to confidently show. Number 1, I'm not scared of this. Number 2, there's no turning back from me. Number 3, I have a big regret that I didn't do this before. I'm going to say, yeah, that's probably going to be a wedding ring. It's something that, like, how else do I show her? Even if she rejects it, I got to show her that I'm for real, that I'm that serious, that this is the thing I should have done before. God only knows why I didn't do it before. Okay, let's take a look on her side now. So he's arriving in her world. Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Wands, 2 of Coins. We know he's traveling, whether it's 8 hours, whether it's 32 hours, whether it's a little snag here or there that actually gives him a chance to think a little more thoroughly about how do I need to approach her. And I do think he's bringing a ring. Now we have her side of things. Remember in part 1, she's a high priestess, sensing something. Some energy is around her where she feels a change. She feels a change in the air. She doesn't know exactly who it's associated to. If she were ever going to hear from him again, she would be open to that. But at the same time, we see her in the energy of saying, yeah, I'd be open to that, but I don't know that it's him. It could be somebody else entirely that, is just having a change in their life, and I'm picking up on it. As far as him arriving into her world, I feel like it's going to be the perfect timing. I feel like it could be right as, somebody leaves her house right as he pulls up the drive, and it's like, oh my God. Well, this couldn't be better timing because this is the time for us to talk. Look, I don't even think that there's a doubt. Maybe it's the way he walks toward her. There is a change. She knows in an instant. There is a change. She knows in an instant, in a flash, this is a relationship. This is the person. This is us. This is the person I'm ending up with. It's just a flash. It's just a sudden, I don't know if she's going to see like some crimson color. Back in part 1, I made some comment about, she was wearing all red. And then as the emperor, I was like, I don't know if he's like going to be wearing the same color clothes or something. He's just, I don't know where the emperor card went now from part 1, but he's also all in red. And I made some comment about their clothing, and here she is in red again. I don't know if she's going to be wearing red. I also suggested that with this card, like going to be wearing some kind of crimson or something. Maybe she flushes. Maybe this is a blush or something. But any way we slice it, I don't know if she's going to be seeing, I know the term seeing red usually means we're angry. That's not how it feels to me. It feels like she may see like a bar of color, or again, maybe there's something red, maybe he's in a red vehicle. There's something here about the color red that's really important around this. Red is a color of fire and passion. And yes, can be anger, but can be flame, can be, many things. But we definitely see her having in like a sudden flash. Everything is different. I can tell something is different about, first off, he's showing up. This could be kind of like a shocking moment, because if this runs through her where it's like, he's here to stay. This is the, lion and lioness, the alpha pair, the emperor empress relationship. I know exactly why he's here. He's here for the long term. And even though she's saying, how different is he? I don't have proof that he's different, but somehow she already knows. She already knows. I think with one glance, she knows. There's something about her, holding the clock also in that 2 of coins. There she is again as an empress, and she's in red. So these two, now that we've done 2 different videos, countless different decks, and we kind of keep seeing, these are different decks, different artists, different everything. And yet they're matching. The energy matches now. The frequency matches. Maybe more, that's what this is about. Maybe it's less about outfits and more about, or, like energy flow. Maybe their frequency is the same. But again, it could be energy too. Maybe these two look really fabulous together as well. Maybe they both have something about them that is like, maybe they always looked good together. They looked like a really lovely couple. They had a certain like grace and style that just like matched, like maybe they both kind of had like a classy energy to both of them. But it's like, man, more than ever, they look like they look like a power couple, plain and simple. They look like a power couple. They are meant to be together, and therefore they are. She knows it. She knows it as a high priestess. She knows it as an empress. She knows he's here to propose before he proposes. Ace of Cups. There's just like, look, you can't put much past a high priestess. And when a high priestess is like turned on and she is like receiving, the energies, and she's reading the room and she's reading what's happening around her, she couldn't fight it or pretend that she doesn't note these things. She's aware before he proposes. He's giving me his heart. He's here for something very serious. He's not here because he's bored. He's not here because he's testing the waters. He's not here for games. I can see a behavior. He's here because it was a really big heartbreak. She may actually like recognize more than ever how like painful it actually was that he chose career path at one point in time. It's interesting to see the juxtaposition of, I'm positive we're starting a new chapter. He's going to say he's sorry for sure. We've already seen the Page of Cups, but I think she may actually cry, mostly because it's like, this is both confidence and maybe relief mingled with, what a freaking nightmare that this didn't happen all that time ago, or, whenever this was. I mean, it could have been 3 months ago. It could have been 13 years ago. It could have been 30 years ago. It doesn't matter. In this storyline, it just says she's acknowledging that it was a really big heartbreak, and so is he. And it's like, it doesn't take away from the fact that this is still love and that this is their time and that this is like a real opportunity for them to be together now. But they are definitely moved to say a very big apology for the fact that they caused heartbreak. They caused it to themselves. They caused it to her by not being able to choose this relationship before, because it was like, I have to do work. I have to do money. I have to do career. I can't do relationship. I think part of this apology is, I feel like it's going to be very heart to heart. I feel like it's like, you have no idea how lost I've been. You have no idea how it didn't even matter. Whatever gains I made, I wasn't even happy. It's like, it's so obvious now, especially now these two are in each other's presence. It's like there's more breakthroughs happening with the sincerity and the importance of this connection, what it has meant to both of them, what it always meant to both of them. That is finally being like aired out. We can finally like lay that down, because I feel like they're both crying in this. I feel like both of them have a lot of, like, you have no idea how miserable it's actually been without you. It's so much better when they're in each other's presence. This feels so like, I don't know, like now it feels right. Now everything is clicked into place. But I definitely see the two of them in tears as they're, talking about how it felt to be apart, talking about how it felt to have this be the, this prolonged, time apart instead of building together. The one thing that is absolutely amazing in this is they're both on such the same page. We don't see like anger. We just see like truthful, heartfelt communication, some serious tears. But I just feel like these two are together after this. To a certain extent, a lot of this is water under the bridge. And now it's like, well, let's do this now at least. It feels very loving, but it also feels like these two are not going to be parted from here on out. All right, I'm going to leave that there. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. I really appreciate you guys. And I'm glad we got such a happy story for these two. Take care. Bye.